What is up, guys? And welcome back to my channel today. I actually have... Today's episode is going to be... I'm hoping a workout. I'm hoping... Nobody really wants to go to the gym today, so... and as per normal, I have put it off till the last day. I've been trying to make sure I'm not doing this as much, but it's been kind of hectic around here. Savannah's parents were actually in town, so Savannah wasn't going to the gym, so I honestly have hardly been posting social media. I've just really been spending time with the family. We've done a few things to try and improve, make little clips and edits together for the beginnings and all that, but overall I don't have too much that I can use workout wise. So I'm gonna hopefully put together a highlight reel, and I think we're gonna just have a casual workout. I'm gonna go later tonight. That way I can just be with you guys, tripod, set it up, and just kind of pretend like you are my bro for the day or my gym buddy. But before we do that, I'd like to give you guys my top 5 sneakers. I've talked in previous episodes about how I am a sneakerhead. An attempted sneakerhead. Currently not so successful, but when I am at work I do tend to buy a lot of shoes. Jordan is my preference, being I have basketball history, but overall we're gonna get started. Top 5 gym sneakers in general, not specifically weightlifting shoes. I actually don't have any actual set training shoes, but I do rotate through my shoes. I am going to tell you what works for me, why it works for me, give you a little bit of breakdown, give you guys a really good starting shoe. I got 2 in the list that I think are a really good starting shoe, and I got 1 that is a good lifting shoe for a lot of people, and one of the more well-known sneakers. So without further ado, let's get into it. We're going to start from 5 and work our way up. Number 5, we got my first pair of, when I first got into the gym after high school and all that. These are Nike Freerun 5s. I honestly think we're on Nike Freerun 8 and they're breaking into Flyknits, but the Nike Freerun is a very good basic starter gym shoe, especially if you're gonna go in, you're looking to lose a lot of weight. It's very versatile in the sense that it is good flexibility for running if you were going to be doing a lot of cardio and a lot of track running, or what's the word I'm looking for? Hiking and adventurous stuff. It's good in that sense, and then on top of that, it has a solid enough base where you can lift from it. I don't find that I need a specific shoe for when I'm doing lifts other than squats and deadlifts. I do find that a flatter foot really does help me out, or just breaking out into your sock feet or whatever. I don't like doing that. I feel unhygienic though. And on top of that, I love shoes. Shoes are what makes me, so I have to find a shoe specifically for that. Number 4 on my list. This is actually a recent favorite, and the only reason I got them originally was because I had purchased a pair for Savannah. I purchased her a pair of pink Jordan Eclipses is what this is. It is a very good shoe. Again, it is very versatile in the sense of its flexibility. It's a little bit more flat bottom, so I do like it for my squats. I don't mind it. My deadlifts not so much, but I am not an overly particular person on that sense either, so maybe some people get discomfort from it, but again, it's got good support, it's got good comfort, and again, I would say it is a good starting shoe. Number 3, guys, on the docket is actually one of my more recent shoes. You guys saw me purchase this. I said I was going to give a review on it. I haven't really given an overly clarifying review on it, but it has been so good to me that it has made it number 3 on the list. I've got 27 pairs of shoes at home here. I've got 3 Jordan 1s though, but overall I don't have a lot of duplicates. I like trying out new things. I really want to try out the Air Hirachis because it has a similar build to this, the new low tops, but overall these are the Nike Prestos, and I really enjoy the versatility again. These ones are, all three of these first shoes here are really good starting shoes, I find. These Nike Prestos, because they are a newer model, I do think that I would rank them above these two. And then the Eclipses I bought again after this one. The Nike Freerun, whatever we're on, Nike Freerun Fly Knits, I'm going to have to give a shot just to see what the new technology is. I know it doesn't, they always make it hyped up to better than what it is supposed to be, but the little things do make a difference at the end of the day. I do really want to try out Fly Knits. I think I've mentioned that in a video before. If I haven't mentioned it in a video before, I have mentioned it in real life. But Nike Prestos, again, very versatile in the sense of the flexibility. I honestly think it is just a nice, clean shoe. I would wear these ones out, but I do like wearing a little bit more of a skate shoe slash an old retro shoe, something with a little bit more heavy base when I am going out, and with a little bit more of a nice colorway. But with that all being said, it is a wicked gym shoe. I have no complaints. I haven't found anything that has really bothered me. The shank isn't tough, so I don't get in-foot soreness. And when I'm doing my seated calf raises, or any calf raise honestly, I find the flank of my foot really starts bothering me. In these ones I haven't noticed it quite as much, versus with everything else I've tried so far, it really does. So I don't know if it has a certain kind of rigidity in the center, but there is something that has helped with that. So this is my number 3 for just shoes in general to start off your lifting career or your lifting adventure, whatever you want to call it. Number 2. Oh wow, we're already on number 2. Number 2 for me is one of my favorite street shoes too, just for all the millions of colorways that have come out. It is the Jordan Retro 1. This is my favorite for doing a lot of my compound exercises, like I've been saying all throughout this. I'm not particular on my shoes on my compound lifts, but I do notice a flat foot kind of does help. I even bought a pair of these for Savannah. Savannah doesn't use hers all that much. She isn't used to the basketball midsole. But these are the Jordan Retro 1s midsole, and they're just a black and red. They're the most generic colorway you can have. Like I've said though, I do have 3 different colorways. They're an awesome going out shoe too at the end of the night, so if you just want to go from the gym off to whatever you're doing next, it is good to make that transition. But the flat base I find really, is really nice for when I do my squats, but again, I'm not overly particular. And they're honestly kind of a style piece too. Everybody respects the Jordan Retro 1 to me. And my favorite shoe, number 1 all time right now, is the Jordan 31. The Jordan 31 is very nice in the sense that it has a very flat bottom, like you can see, and then it also is very light for how big and heavy it looks, and with what kind of cushioning it has on the inside. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it has a wicked cushioning. It is very heavy in cushioning and comfort. I am very partial to high tops as well, so all these shoes come in low tops. As you can see with the 3 that the 3 runners that I have discussed, but these 2 basketball shoes, they also come in low top. Personally, I am a midsole kind of person. I don't really need a high OG kind of look to it, especially when I'm at the gym, but for when I'm at the gym, I do like to have the mid top. It gives me that little extra ankle support. I don't feel like I'm going to roll an ankle, and that's what my favorite part about this is, and how flat it is for a good runner. because it is the Flyknit technology. Whatever Jordan's take on the Flyknit technology is, at least. So all throughout this toe, it is very thin fabric, and it's just knitted together. And then you break into something that's a little bit more solid. I don't know what they're calling this technology, but it is almost a plasticky leather on the back end. The tongue opens up very nice. You got lots of cushion in there, like I was showing. And yeah, no, this has been my #1 lifting shoe. When I got these, I honestly didn't switch out of them for probably about 3 months. These were my go-to, and they still are my go-to, but I don't like just having shoes to have them on a shelf. I like using them. I like wearing them. I typically have my shoes in a little bit cleaner condition than this. I clean my shoes once it starts looking like it, and especially if I'm about to go out and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna wear my all black retro ones, let's say, and then I notice there's some scuff marks on them and all that. I'll clean them off, but it's not like I clean them off every Sunday. There have been times where I've gone and done that, but the 31s are my favorite. I actually got my buddy Dave a pair of these, and he really enjoys them as well. I haven't heard any real bad reviews about these. The sides stay on really well because they are that kind of tough leathery. It's a nice flexible material still, and yeah, you do really have a lot of versatility, and that's why I enjoy a lot of these shoes. The worst shoe I would say for versatility would be the Jordan Retro 1, just because it is based off a very old model. It is 30 years old. This is the 31, this is the 1. So this is a 30-year-old design. So so to have it being used still to this day obviously proves to the fact either it is a really good fashion piece or it is a very good shoe, because you don't see the Jordan Retro 2s, you don't see the Jordan Retro Retro 13s, let's say. There are certain ones that have just faded away. A good chunk of it is because of style, but also a lot of people like style but functionality. You can be wearing the most stylish shoes, I don't care who you are. You can be wearing stiletto heels, whatever, and if you're not comfortable in them, you are not going to wear them. People will not buy them, and that's the thing. If you're uncomfortable from day one when you step into those shoes, I've heard a few complaints on the Jordan Retro 1. When you first buy them, they are, if you do have wider feet, they can be kind of narrow. They do break out. As you can see, I have worn these ones in to a certain extent, but I find these ones have the best. I don't find any issues with that, at least. And those are my top 5. I have one bonus. I don't have a pair anymore, and it's the shoe that actually turned me into a sneakerhead, which is the Converse AllStars Chuck Taylors. The original reason I fell in love with them was Will Smith in 2004, rocking them out on iRobot. Will Smith, you are an OG. It is incredible at what you have done with your career, but Converse AllStars, I never realized how versatile they were. It was originally a huge basketball shoe. You can see guys like Magic Johnson and all that wearing these shoes, but also on the flip side, you see lifters to this day wearing them, and they'll have white, rugged, and they're canvas, so they are very flexible, and they are the mid-top like I like. And on top of that, because of the canvas, it can suck right up against your foot. The one complaint I do have about Converse AllStars is that they are narrow for my feet as well. And if you do have wider feet, I kind of do. I don't have overly wide feet, but I kind of do. So I do notice that it has never hurt me or discomforted me. I have worn them to the gym before, but I have no complaints on that end of the spectrum. So Chuck Taylors, definitely an OG of a shoe, and you, like I say, it has immense versatility from the gym to the basketball court, and a street shoe as well. Like it has survived the tail of time, and even in iRobot, Will Smith is talking about, oh, these are 2004 Chuck Taylors, Converse AllStars. These things have style, and it's true. I think it will be an eternal shoe, kind of like the Retro 1. I think those shoes are going to last the test of time. Vans are very similar, I find, in that sense. They are just simple and sleek, and can go with damn near anything. So those are my top 5 shoes, with a honorable mention that I don't currently have. I will definitely get a pair of Chuck Taylors, and I'm going to try and do these once every 6 months. I'm going to try and do some on the lifestyle side too. My favorite going out shoes and my favorite walking shoes, like when I'm in downtown in Vancouver and I know I'm going to be making myself, I'm going to be hitting 15,000-20,000 steps in a day. There are certain shoes that I know that I can go to and be safe in, and there are shoes that are a big no-no. So I will talk to you guys about those later. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoy this part of the video. Sneakers I can talk hours and hours on. I'm going to try and cut it short.